Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. My apologies on taking a little bit between broadcast going live and starting the video here. I saw an urgent message as I was getting ready to go live that I needed to deal with. We are continuing Space Month tonight, though, as we're stepping into a new RPG. We are playing D100 Space. So just like in D100 Dungeon, we're playing a procedural game, is what this one is essentially. We are going to finish by generating our captain, though. I got the log sheet. We got the log sheet right here, so we're going to finish up. We're going to set up the captain. Just like in D100 Dungeon, there are 3 distinct characters that we're using. So there's strength, dexterity, and intelligence, and we're going to assign 50, 40, and 30 points to each of them. So we'll start off with a 50 in strength, then a 40 in intelligence, and a 30 in dexterity. Career path. Okay, let's go. So that's going to be the career path. We have the choice of Marine, Smuggler, or Techno. I'm going to go with Marine, since that's probably the most set up. So career, Marine. We will have a plus 10 to strength. Plus 10 to strength. And minus 5 to each dexterity and intellect, or intelligence. Also, we've got plus 5 command and plus 5 to escape, which skills are not over here, which is kind of irritating. Let's see. Trying to find. Oh, here we go. Plus 5 to command, plus 5 to escape. I am doing all of the updates on the character sheet off camera, just in case you're not seeing that. Then we've got a race. I'm going to start off with a human. We'll take the bonuses from that. R for race, so human. The plus 5 dexterity gets canceled out. And we only have a plus 5 in strength. So we're at 55 strength, 30 dexterity, and 35 intelligence. And a plus 5 to dodge. Okay, back to working on setup. Equipment, so we're rolling once on weapons and once on armor, similar to what we did in D100 Dungeon. So that should be a D100 roll, yes. I'm going to re-clip this. We'll grab the D4 out for the time being, but I will eventually need that. So we've got our D100, 10s, 1s, excuse me. So this is for our weapon. We get an 11. An 11 is a stun rifle. Which takes both hands. Let's see here. Okay. Minus 2 damage. It's a dex weapon, which is not great. Fires a focused beam of sound that assaults the target's nervous system, designed to deliver minimum damage and render the target helpless or unconscious. After a successful hit where the enemy suffers at least 1 damage, they suffer minus 15 AV during the next combat round. AV is probably attack value. 150, and we need a roll on the armor table. Let's see. A for armor. There we are. That's a 17. That's another probably crappy roll. For vitals. Right. Vitals is a Kevlar plus Vitgard. Right. Kevlar plus Vitgard. That's an A1 on A or ES. Let's see, that is 100 credits and fixed cost of 20. Let's see if there's something that explains what. Okay, we also add 10 oxygen. There we go. 10 oxygen, 10 rations, 10 decoders, 10 power cells. Wait. Oh, here we go. Okay. Add 3 small med packs. There's probably items. We'll go with, that's large equipment pack. Here we go. We'll put in a small equipment pack. So that's 3. Med packs. Restore 4 HP. Oh, actually we can put those either in, I'm going to put those in the utility belt actually. So hold on a second while I erase the med packs from here. Okay, and then our last little round of setup is for 20 hit points, which where's HP on here? Probably under life? No, life's separate. So 3 life. Let's see, 4 rep. 4 rep. 3 karma. There's probably a space for HP on here. And 200 credits. Oh, HP. Whoops, would help to actually able to helps to actually look at the character sheet, doesn't it? Okay. And 200 credits, I think I noted that already. Nope. And we need to give our captain a name. Our captain's going to be male. And the way I'm going to do that is I've also got a gigantic book of sci-fi random tables off shot that I'm going to use to determine our captain's name. And the way I'm going to do that is a D4 plus a D100. There are 4 tables of male names, so the D4 is going to determine which one I read off of, and then the D100 is going to be the result off that table. Actually, we've got a first name, and then we've got a separate surname table. That was sticking to my hand. So that's a 169. So we're reading off table 1 and 69. So Tau. And then looking at the surnames, we have 4 of those as well. So we're going to do the exact same roll. This time we're reading 215. So Tau Burke. Interesting. And we also have a starship. Add the details of the fast attack craft to the starship's to the starship. Here we go. Fast attack craft. Okay, 10 TL, which I'm sure those stats will be explained. Tech level. Oh, control modifier. I know the ship's control modifier, okay. See, starship's tech level. We'll take down the details for these. 10, 30, 12, 40, 60, 10, 25, 2, SG minus 2, 2, and 28,000 credits. Okay, we are going to be starting with the... Here's to play the Operations New Captain. Okay. So we are going to be going through the introductory missions. We also start off with a special ability. Player shades the ability's benefit box. So we've got a Mighty Blow ability. When we roll with a strength weapon, damage rolls of 6s are rolled again and added. So it's an exploding 6 if you're familiar with that. Let's see. Other characteristics. I was hoping there'd be something that would explain how ships, explain the ship characteristics. Ah, here we go. Okay, so the control modifier is based on the difference between the intelligence level and the tech level. So the tech level is 10, and our intelligence is a 35. So our control modifier when we're doing anything with ships is a plus 25. Then we've got cargo space for the number of ships, or the number of the size of our holds. Drive thrusters for complex maneuvers. Fuel tanks for the fuel. Fuel scoops to try and collect vagrant fuel particles. Life support, the number of crew that can be supported, which our starting support is 40 for that. Jump speed is 60 to start with. How many light years we travel when we use our jump engines. Then we've got the power generator, power level, weapon system, shield generator, which looks like it's a modifier on damage. Number of mods that we have, 2, and the purchase and sell price. Okay, so we need a name for our ship as well, and I'm assuming there should be a set of random tables as well in this giant sci-fi book for ship names, and there are. Man, some of these books of random tables were a pretty smart investment to get. So just like we did before, we'll do I believe there are 4 ship names in here, right? Yep. Okay. So just like before, we'll do our D4 and D100 for our random roll. Whoop. Okay, that is a 140. 140 is the Osanian. Let's see, is there anything else we need to do here? I don't think so. So we're going to go for our trial operation. So space travel is what we're doing here. We are doing a space mission. We get a reward of 1,000 credits. Our goal here is to travel to the Artemis system and sell 25 tons of weapon upgrades at Luna Station in Zone 2. So here's the map of the D100 Space world, of the D100 Space universe. So let's go through the intro for this mission. The captain has just picked up a consignment of very sensitive goods at the rebel-based military port in the Vinwar system and must deliver them to a contact at Luna Station. Add 25 weapons to the cargo hold. So we are So we're here at Vinwar, and we're trying to get up here to Artemis. So we have 25 weapons in the cargo hold. The cargo consists of weapon upgrades stolen from a support ship by a smuggler that goes by the name Fendar Wiseman. The Artemis system is 116 light years away, see the star map, and you're going to need to make some jump tests, see moving from system to system. If you fail a jump test, ignore any hyperdrive events. When you reach the entry point in the Artemis system, you will need to activate the space cruise and fly to Zone 2, where you'll begin the port phase. During the port phase, all you need to do is sell the 25 tons of weapons for 80 credits each, total of 2,000 credits, to complete the mission. Although weapons are red goods, you don't need to make an illegal activities test on this occasion. A contact of Fendar will meet you after the deal has gone down at Lunas and collect half the credits. The remaining amount is the reward for completing the space mission successfully. While trying to reach Lunas Station, you may need to initiate the starship's power generators if you're running low on power. When the mission is complete, yada yada yada. So this is just mostly to push some pieces around. So we'll bring the map back in shot. So to recap all of that, we're here and we're trying to get weapons here. So pretty straightforward mission for a learning mission. Let's see, then we need to go to moving from system to system. I just had it. Moving from system to system. Here we go. Okay. Alright. So we travel. So it looks like we spend a ton of fuel per 10 years of light travel. Okay. Let's see. To move from star system to star system, the distance needed is far too great for space crews, and the captain's starship will need to make hyper jumps. So we're going to need to make a series of jump tests until we travel the number of light years. So our jump speed... Okay, so the jump is the test of intelligence plus or minus control modifier. If we succeed, we spend -1. What is -1 PL? Oh, right. -1 was PL. That was one of our ship characteristics. That's power level. Okay, so if we fail, we lose 2 and roll on table J for fuel, and lose that fuel. Okay, so test, so we want to be... So I just need to check what the pass is. I believe this is a roll under system. That happens to be equal to below. Okay, so yeah, this is a roll under system. So we're going to make our first jump test. So our result here, jump speed is 60. Actually, that's our jump speed. That's how long we travel. Our test here is, what did we say? Intelligence, which in this case is 35, plus our control modifier of 25. So we're trying to be at or below a 60. That's a 49, so we pass, which means we'll spend one power level down to 24. And we will travel 60 light years. So we have from 116, 60, we now have 56 light years to go. So now we'll make another jump test to see if we can get into Artemis, to get into the Artemis system. Once again, it's a 60, that's a 33, so we'll spend another power level. Along with 12 fuel. So our fuel, that's our FT, I believe, is fuel tank. Right. Yep, fuel tank. So we need to spend 12 units of fuel. which will send us down to 18. Okay, so we didn't pass any of those. When we reach the entry point in the Artemis system, we'll need to activate the space cruise, which I've got the space cruise for that off camera. So just, okay, back to moving from system to system. Where is the... There should have been a cruise. I thought there was a cruise phase. Just trying to figure out how I want to explain that. How I need to find that. We didn't need to collect fuel or go for the power generators. What? Okay, hold on. What's the section that I'm... Oh, space cruise. Okay, so we are in... Now you get the star systems and zones out here. I'm going to grab an arrow marker as well. Might be a little bit hard to see, but now we are at the Artemis system, so we're right here, which means now we need to roll a... Which means now we need to roll a space cruise test. Let's establish what that is going to entail. So that's intelligence plus or minus the control modifier. -1 power level, move to the adjacent zone. So once again, our test here is a 60. So we're rolling on that again. That's a 95, so we fail, which loses us a power level. We don't lose fuel for this, though, do we? No. So we stay in the zone, which means we have to test again. That's an 80, so we fail again, going down to 21 on the power level. Oh, and I didn't even see that there are abbreviations, or that the abbreviations are spelled out on the underside of the character sheet. Haha, whoops. So we'll try that again. That's a 60 on the dot. So this time we pass. We'll spend another power level. That's a 20, and now we'll move into Zone 2 at Luna Station. So now that we've passed, now that we've gotten in, we'll begin the port phase. Port phase. There should be an explanation for port phase, I would think. Page 31 will explain the port phase. Okay, so whenever we reach a zone with containing a space station or military dock, we may decide to dock, and we will. Free to dock at military bases, but there's a 50 credit docking fee that we're going to have to pay here. So we've got our 150, no, that's the credits for the, we've got our 200 credits up here, so that will bring us down to 150. So that's 150 credits we need to pay. We don't need the medic. We don't need the armorer either. We've got the trade halls. So I think that is what we're going to do here, right? Yes, that is all we need to do here. So we're just going to sell those. We don't have to make an illegal activities test, which the illegal activities test in this case would be... Where would that be? I'm trying to see if there is... I'm trying to see where the illegal activities test is on here. And of course, it's not explaining it in here. Training droids, which we could level up with. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Let's see if there's maybe something in the table of contents. Not implants. I'm trying to see if there's something that explains illegal activities. Armor energy shield, that's what the AES is. Maybe under items, possibly? No. I didn't see anything in here about unforeseen costs. So I don't think there's anything there. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed that it's not explaining what the illegal activities translates to. Let's see. We're going to begin the port phase. All the weapons are red goods. Oh, probably something under selling goods. Let's see, supplies not there. Now the mission's already long over at this point, so we got our 1,000 credits because we are selling that. But this is for information's sake, because I'm thinking we're going to do more with D100, with both D100 Dungeon and D100 Space on the channel. We're not going to continue with it tonight, though, because I wanted to primarily get the feel for how the game works. But now I'm curious about the illegal activities test. Okay. Trade supplies. Okay. Not training droids. Cybercon. Oh, must perform an illegal activities test, bottom table Y. X, here we go. Okay, test intelligence. Okay, so that's an intelligence test. If we pass, the trade's successful, but if we fail, we're caught, we lose 1,000 credits, goods are removed, and the port phase is over, so we're kicked out of the port. Okay. I definitely see myself doing more with D100 Space on the channel, but like I said, that's not going to be tonight. This was just getting a feel for how the system works. I could do another introductory mission, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Especially since I want to make sure I've got time to get the next game set up in my 2009-10 hockey season replay. And I wasn't sure how long this was going to run. So rather than take any chances, I think that's where we're going to end it. That'll do it for this playthrough of D100 Space. We will see more with this on the channel. We'll actually pick up with Tau at some point in the future. As for what's coming up on the channel, like I mentioned, tomorrow we will be in Denver, Colorado for Block 10 of my 2009-10 NHL season replay, as the Edmonton Oilers will be playing the Colorado Avalanche. It'll be November 8th, 2009. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Exquisite Exandria cookbook as we make the... What are we making? We're making the side Trinkets Bear Claws. Sunday morning, we're continuing Space Month as we play Space Corp by GMT Games. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.